Victies, Claire and Crystal. Thanks for joining us. Now, Claire, you heard David's final words there. A word?
Yeah.
Claire,
David,
how did you feel about that?
Oh, I think he was a bit mixed emotions, to be honest with you. Obviously, the whole house is in a little bit of shock. Losing two originals, he obviously was upset. And David also was saying all throughout the week he was really ready to go. He misses what he's got on the outside. So I think it was a combination of all three that he obviously felt that he was ready to go. And I know he did say to me a couple of times that he's more deserving to go than I am. And so obviously he would have had that emotion there as well. He would have been disappointed to see both of us go, definitely.
Yeah, so a big outlet. Now, you two seem so close.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, have you been asked today, if he was straight, do you think the two of you would have ended up together?
I got asked that all day, Gretel. And I simply answered, of course I would. He's just an absolutely amazing guy, and he's obviously a very attractive guy as well.
They'd make a perfect couple,
yeah, but I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to... I also got asked, oh, well, if that's the case, would you test his sexuality and try and turn him? And, of course, I wouldn't, Gretel.
Why not?
Because he's got his sexuality. He's been through a lot, and he's very proud of being homosexual. So, and he's got Sharif. I mean, he doesn't stop talking about this wonderful Sharif, so I can't wait till I get to meet Sharif and see if he is everything that he's cracked up to be that David can't stop talking about.
Well, it'll be interesting because, of course, as you girls know, when you're in the house, things on the outside of the house you can start to elaborate how important they are to you and exaggerate that in your mind. Definitely. So that'll be interesting for him. So what about you? You were asked that today, and what were the big questions for you?
A lot of them were revolving around Galen and my relationship, I suppose. And just lots of different things. You know,
like
is it going to work?
Harsh questions? Because
some of them were actually.
What sort of things?
Just about, do you trust Galen and what's he been up to and all that sort of stuff. So I was prepared for that, and he actually told me that he dealt with a lot of stuff like that as well.
And has Galen acted like he's your boyfriend outside the house? Has he been faithful to you? Or
I believe he's trustworthy, so yeah. And
have people been trying to suggest that he hasn't?
Yes, there has been a few
That
suggestions.
is a big confrontation, isn't it?
Yeah.
You come out of the house, you're tired, hello world.
Yeah, there's just a few little things that could be perceived in that way, but he's never actually admitted to doing it, so yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. But
trust Galen, don't trust anybody else. He's the one who knows, isn't he?
Yeah, and I know him, so I've lived with him for 24/7 for the last, almost 3 months, so yeah. So I think I've got a bit of an idea of what he's like.
Well, you've had a fascinating day. We'll be able to talk about that more and more because you've entered the world of being in the public eye, so... It's an interesting journey, isn't it? OK, we've got lots more to talk about. These girls are out of the house. They're here with us tonight and the show must go on. So after the break, Camilla and Chris load their nomination blowpipes.
I don't care what he thinks. I know who my friends are.
If you were desperate, you'd be in Max's bed.
Oh, my God. Everyone walks away like I'm stupid.
She's doing her best to alienate me, which is a horrible thing to do.
Camilla?
What do you want?
Somewhere along the line, I think you might have to come in, but in there or something.
Do you want me to show you? Okay, so... This is too confusing. And now, through here. Oh, what the?
Camilla, I think this is pretty much, you just need to go walking.
Yeah.
Me? Oh, look what I've done. This is so funny.
Chaos, absolute chaos.
You step over here, you step over to this side.
Okay, cool.
No, not cool. Oh, God.
Now, Max, you go underneath. That's it, and then you spin round, Max. And then, Camilla, you just come straight back through.
Yeah, I'm just going to wind this up. See? We're all fine. It's all fine.
Oh, it's a tangled web. Welcome back to our last live nomination for Big Brother 2006, where I'm joined by the fabulous Crystal and Claire, and we're about to see our first nominations of the evening. No, we're not. No wonder I can't read that. The first nominators of the evening nabbed the nomination nematode. OK, everybody to the dictionaries. And in the meantime, I will ask the girls, if you were in the house, who would you be nominating tonight? Now, we all know you had actually nominated Crystal a few times, hadn't you, Claire?
Yes, I had.
But Crystal has an extraordinary ability to see that as a flattering thing, don't you?
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
terrific.
We all knew that we were going in there and that would be a part of it, and I take it with a grain of salt, I suppose. Yeah.
Cool. So, who would you nominate tonight?
Tonight, I probably would have gone with Max. In the last week, he really struggled to get involved with the group, and only having a few people there, we'd often all be involved in a conversation, and Max would just be sitting there all quietly, and next minute he would just sort of say a comment and then he'd sit back again. I just felt he was really struggling in the last week to really come together as a house, and it felt like there was 6 rather than 7.
Yeah.
And he's had a good couple of days in the house, so I probably would have gone Max this week.
All right, and what about you, Crystal?
Probably David again. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
pretty
because
stuck
he's
on
your
Dave.
best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we just keep having little tips here and there, and yeah, I find it hard to agree with him, I suppose.
I couldn't help but notice, even in your voice from the grave, you gave him a little bit of a talk about how you could have been better friends, and I thought it was quite powerful, that voice from the grave, because no one can answer back to you, can they?
Well, that's good because I got the last word in for
I know,
once.
well done, well done. Okay, now, on with the nominations. The housemates have no idea that tonight is their last chance to nominate. As soon as they find out, they'll no doubt begin to suspect how close the finish line is. So, let the nomination process begin with the traditional articulate announcement from Big Brother.
Runway.
He had this rabbit.
This is Big Brother. Housemates. It is 93 days since the first housemate walked into the Big Brother house. Since that time, it has been home to 23 housemates. Congratulations. You're the final 5. You've seen and survived 12 nominations. Tonight you will nominate. But for the last time, housemates, the votes you cast tonight will change someone's life forever. Your votes will help decide who wins Big Brother. Be in no doubt, each of you have the chance to win. However, 4 will not. It all comes down to this moment. Housemates, it is time to nominate Camilla to the diary room.
Let's go, Camilla.
Straight after the spiel as well. It's tough.
Far out.
Camilla,
Yes, Big Brother.
who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
Big Brother, this week I'm going to nominate Max for strategic reasons. Last night he came back into the house at the expense of 2 of my favourite people, and I can't help but think that he has enormous support on the outside as a result of this. And yeah, on that basis I feel that he's enormous competition this late in the game.
Why is he competition for you specifically?
For me specifically, because I guess he is such a bright, bubbly, friendly, warm personality in comparison to someone, I guess, who's probably slightly more abrasive and might offend people a little bit more. And I do feel that if he is coming back into the house in place of 2 beautiful people like Claire and Crystal, he's obviously got enormous support on the outside.
Who is the abrasive one?
Probably myself. Myself.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
I'm going to have to nominate Chris for similar reasons. I guess I'm frustrated that Chris came back into the house at the expense of 2 other housemates who have been here for a long time, and...
That's the public's choice, not his.
I understand that, but I'm frustrated by that, and I guess if I had a choice, I probably would have preferred them to come back.
Well, that's not a reason for nomination.
Big Brother, I feel that Chris is a threat this late in the game for the same reasons that Max is.
It's a separate nomination. Explain yourself, and you're running out of time fast.
Big Brother, I feel that, you know, if the public are choosing the public have chosen Chris to come back